This meeting is being conducted in compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act. Adequate notice of this meeting has been provided by advertisement in the Cape May Star and Wave on the Township website and posted on the bulletin boards of Township Hall. We request anyone wishing to address council, please wait for the deputy mayor to recognize you. Please state your name and address for the record, and please remember, all comments must be kept to 3 minutes or less.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, roll call.
Councilmember Conrad?
Here.
Councilmember Coombs?
Here.
Councilmember Roy?
Here.
Deputy Mayor Perry?
Here.
Mayor Sipple?
All righty, nothing on the work session, so we're going to move to the consent agenda. Anyone on council have any comments on the consent agenda?
None.
No comments. Comments, hearing none. We close. Anyone from the public have any comments on the consent agenda only? Hearing no comments, we'll close that portion.
Approval of the minutes, November 18th, 2024. Resolutions 2024-377 through 2024-394, and ordinance 2024-19. This is the salary and benefit ordinance for the Township of Lower. This is the first reading of this ordinance. The second reading and public hearing is scheduled for December 16th.
We have a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Councilmember Conrad?
Yes.
Councilmember Coombs?
Yes.
Councilmember Roy?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Perry?
Yes.
Mayor Sipple? Yes. Ordinance 2024-16, an ordinance amending Chapter 3, Administration of Government, Article 6, Office of the Township Manager, Departments, subsection 3-21, Township Manager of the Code of the Township of Lower, to formally establish the duties and obligations of the position of Deputy Manager. This is the second reading of ordinance 2024-16, this public hearing. This ordinance has been posted, published, and made available to the public.
Anyone on council have any comments on this ordinance?
No comment.
None. Hearing none, we'll close. Anyone from the public have any comments on ordinance 2024-16? Hearing none, we close.
Motion.
Need a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Councilmember Conrad?
Yes.
Councilmember Coombs?
Yes.
Councilmember Roy?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Perry?
Yes.
Mayor Sipple?
Okay, moving down. Mr. Manager, do you have any report to make this time?
No report, Deputy Manager.
Okay. Public comment.
Mayor.
Any? Did you have something?
No, I just said, I called you Deputy Manager, sorry, because you just
all right.
read that order.
It's all right. I've been called worse.
You're going with deputy mayor to deputy manager?
Does anyone from the public have any comments they'd like to make at this time? If so, please go up to the podium and state your name and address for the record, please.
My name is Sam Sassano. I live at 223 West Wild Avenue in the Villas. First, I hope you had a good Thanksgiving, and thanks for your service. I'm just here, I want to raise a concern. I purchased my house back in 2010, and I recently retired down here. The house was a flip, and when I purchased it, the decks that were on it were never in good shape. I don't know if the town inspected them when the builder who built the place had the place built. But anyway, last year I applied for a permit to replace 3 existing decks. I gained no square footage. A few weeks ago, I received a notice from the tax office raising my taxes $1,000. When I went in to inquire why, I was told by the clerk that the township had hired somebody to look up Airbnbs and look at pictures on Airbnb. So it wasn't only my decks that I was being charged on, it it was because I replaced 2 bathroom vanities from single vanities to double vanities. So I applied for an appeal. I guess my question is, you know, I'm a rule follower. I apply for my mercantile license every year. I have the fire department come out and inspect the house. When I used to rent it, this year I'm not renting, but when I rented in the past, I, you know, had the heater inspected. I, you know, paid the fees to the township. I feel like I'm being singled out and penalized that going on Airbnb. I mean, I know lots of people in town who have redone bathrooms and who have made improvements inside their house and have not been reassessed. And I guess my question is this like, is this normal? I could see if I put an addition on, I could see if I added a new bathroom, but none of that was done. So today I received a phone call. They want to come out and inspect the house. They want to go through the house. I'm fearful to let them in because I'm afraid that they're going to say, oh, you have a new floor in that room, or you replace this window. So I'm kind of like between a rock and a hard place. And, you know, I'm sure you can't give me an answer tonight, but if the entire town was being reassessed, I would have no problem with this. But I just feel like I applied for a permit to have my rotten decks replaced, and now I'm being penalized and charged $1,000 for gaining no extra space in my house.
Okay.
So can I just weigh in real quick? So I'm sorry, sir, can you say your last name for me again? Sassano?
Sassano, yes.
So one of the comments you made, you indicated that you filed an appeal of this added assessment?
I did, and I
with
got a
the
call
county?
today, they want to come out and inspect the house.
So if there's a pending appeal before the County Board of Taxation, or if there's an appeal with the tax assessor's office, my recommendation would be to council not to weigh in on this at this juncture. It's typical, just like pending litigation. There's a process that an individual has the ability to follow, to pursue, to challenge added assessments, even the reassessment of a property. And until those administrative remedies are exhausted, it's really not proper for this council to weigh in on the assessment that was levied by an assessor. From a general standpoint, sir, I can tell you that, you know, municipalities do added assessments from time to time when they're made aware that improvements were done to a property which may have not been disclosed. I'm not saying that you didn't disclose your improvements, but if they weren't disclosed previously, if a prior owner did the renovations and they're discovered, it can in some situations trigger an added assessment, which increases the assessed value of your property. But if you have an appeal pending at this juncture, that's the recourse that's available to you to challenge that assessment.
So if I don't let the assessor into my house and the appeal's rejected, I can come back next month?
Well,
And
you're gonna, I can't give you any legal advice at this juncture. I mean, my understanding, and it's limited, I'm not a tax attorney, is that when you file these added assessments, a component of that is allowing the assessor to come in and inspect the property.
But I guess,
If you're not gonna allow that, then you'll have to deal with the County Board of Taxation at this juncture.
so is that a common practice then, that the town is just going on, like, so everybody who's renting their houses out illegally are fine, but people who have applied for the license to rent their house out and has it listed on Airbnb or another site, we have somebody in the town that's working for the town going on, looking at pictures and then reassessing people?
So now the township has completed, I believe, close to 400
400
added
added
assessments
assessments,
over the
that's right.
last couple of months here.
Up to October 1st.
So, I mean, we hired a new tax assessor in this township, and they also procured the services of a third party to catch up on assessments, added assessments, which have been missed over the years. You're in the process of that appeal, so my direction to council would be to not make any additional comments until that appeal process runs its course. If you're dissatisfied with the results from the County Board of Taxation, there's other recourse that is available to you. You know, I'm in a bit of a tough situation. I represent Lower Township. I can't
Right,
give you
I know, I
legal
understand.
advice.
All right, thank you.
No problem.
Anyone else in the public have any comment? Okay, hearing none. Council comments, Councilman Conrad.
It's winter, it's cold, please check on your elderly neighbors and anybody else. It's a safety factor, please. It's getting real cold at night, and we have to worry about everybody.
Councilman Coombs.
I have none.
Councilman Roy.
I'd just like to thank everyone for coming out tonight. It's always good to see a friendly face in the crowd, and hopefully you got a little something out of this meeting. So again, thank you for coming.
Mayor Sipple, any comments?
Make sure somebody checks on Conrad, too, 'cause he's getting up there in age.
Mayor Sipple? Hello? Okay, thank you. Okay, I have some announcements to make. December 3rd, Tuesday, tomorrow. Tree lighting ceremony it's going to start at the rec center at 7 o'clock, and there'll be some festivities there, and then everyone will walk over here to the front of Township Hall, and the Rotary will light the Christmas tree. Also, December 14th, Saturday, 6 p.m., the Lower Township Rotary Christmas Parade will kick off at the Breakwater and Bayshore Road, continue down Bayshore Road to Roseville Parkway in North Cape May. So the parade will start off at 6. December 15th, Sunday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Ferry Merry Christmas party at the ferry terminal. And December 27th, 8th, and 9th, the Elks Be Healer basketball tournament will take place. I believe that's going to be at the junior high. And December 31st, New Year's Eve, Tuesday, at the Lower Township Rec Center, there'll be a New Year's Eve celebration from 6 to 9. And there are any announcements, and the only thing I've got to say is have a good night, everybody. Motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.